All right, apes, listen up. The market is screaming a signal so loud, the suits on Wall Street are scrambling to plug their ears. We are talking DJT. Is this thing rocket fuel to the moon, or is it a one-way ticket to zero? The official story says one thing, but the code? Well, the code says something else entirely.
And this is the glitch in the matrix. DJT is trading at 1,240 times its annual revenue. Now, for the suits, that's not just an overvaluation. To them, that's a typo, a full-on system error. They think it's a bug that needs to be squashed.
But what if it's not a bug? What if it's a feature? Today, we're going full quant ape. We're going to run the numbers, we're going to decode the psychology, and we're going to figure out what this signal is really trying to tell us about the market and maybe even the world. So first, let's get into the official story. You know, the numbers that the mainstream folks and the hedge fund guys are all staring at. And I gotta tell you, from their point of view, it looks like an absolute dumpster fire.
Okay, check out this raw data. In Q3, Truth Social, it pulled in less than $1 million in revenue. Meanwhile, it posted a net loss of almost $55 million. And yet it's valued at 1,240 times its annual revenue. I mean, the math just doesn't math. At least not if you're still playing by the old rulebook.
And if you think that's wild, get a load of the user base. Truth Social has what, about 6 million monthly users? X has 600 million. We're talking about a platform that's barely a rounding error compared to the competition. So yeah, by every traditional metric you can think of, the fundamentals are just screaming sell. And that's pretty much the consensus from the so-called smart money. They look at the financials, they look at the user numbers, and they see a stock that's heading straight for the graveyard. And you know what? If that is all you look at, they're not wrong. But that's not the whole story, not even close.
So now let's zoom out a bit. Look at the big picture. Because the chaos, it isn't just trapped inside this one company. The suits are looking at the entire economy, and they're seeing flashing red warning lights absolutely everywhere.
This is exactly what they're seeing. The official unemployment number is just under 2 million. But when you add in the people who've been out of work for more than 27 weeks, you know, the ones who conveniently fall off the official reports, that number doubles. It's closer to 3.8 million. The pain out there is way deeper than the headlines want you to believe.
And this isn't just numbers on a spreadsheet. This is real life. This is Jared Hendricks, a small business owner. Listen to what he says. We've transitioned from working for profits to working for tariffs. We are just in business to pay off our tariff debt. This is the real-world hit of what's happening. Actual businesses are getting absolutely crushed.
Okay, so here's the open loop. Pay attention. The suits, they see all this economic chaos. They see these garbage fundamentals, and they run for the hills. It makes sense, right? But what if all this fear, this desperation, what if that is the very rocket fuel that a stock like DJT needs to fly? We are about to crack that code.
And now we pivot. We're logging out of the old-school financial models, and we're booting up the psychological analysis. Because this, my friends, is where the story gets really interesting.
The legendary trader Ed Sikota once said, "Everybody gets what they want out of the market." And that, right there, is the key. See, some people are in the market to make a profit, but other people, they're looking for something else entirely. They want to send a message. They want a community. Or maybe they just want to watch the whole system burn. So we need to redefine our terms here. A meme stock isn't just a financial asset, no. It's a psychological asset. It's a bet on pure chaos. It's powered by a community of apes with diamond hands, and it's aimed like a missile, right at the heart of the establishment.
All right, this is where it all comes together. This is where we connect the two data streams, the macroeconomic pain on one side and the psychological drivers on the other. The official narrative meet the ape theory. A user in one of the forums laid out this cycle of desperation, and man, is it brutally accurate. First, you burn through your unemployment benefits. When that runs out, you start selling off your crypto. After that, you're forced to crack open your 401k. And the final step, your home gets foreclosed. This is the pipeline. This is the journey that leads people to stop making safe investments and start looking for a lottery ticket. And boom, here's where we close the loop. The official economic pain, that is the rocket fuel. The worse the data gets, the more people feel like they have absolutely nothing left to lose. And when you have nothing to lose, you don't go buy a boring blue chip stock. You buy a lottery ticket. You buy a meme stock. The pain is literally what pushes people into these high-risk, high-reward plays like DJT. So let's put it all together now. Let's synthesize. We've got the financials, the macro data, and the human psychology. What does the full picture really look like? When you zoom all the way out, you see that DJT isn't just a stock. It's not really a company in the traditional sense. It's a symbol. It's a barometer for dissent. For so many people buying in, this isn't an investment in ad revenue. It's a vote of no confidence in the entire system. It is a bet against the establishment. Now, let's be crystal clear about something. This is educational banter. It is speculation. This is not financial advice. The market is a casino, plain and simple. So please, always, always do your own research before you even think about aping into anything.
We're watching this chart like a hawk. While you wait for the next candle, go grab your free gear. Sign up for Public, get yourself $20 in free assets, check out Webull for that sweet BTC promo, or grab your NVDA stock on Moomoo. All the links are down in the description. Smash that like button, subscribe to the tribe, apes together strong. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Is DJT actually a company, or is it something else entirely? A protest vote, a vote of no confidence in the system, just cast with dollars instead of ballots? Drop your theory down in the comments. Let's debate the data.